When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle. It's Flowers. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Running behind that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They're going to ride this running back. Fights off a defender, and he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Sets up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to barge in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to the back. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Grabbed over the middle. It's Claiborne. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Right back to the well. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They send the tight end in motion. Trying the left side. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Vaughn. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the inside. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vaughn. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, what a caught! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half.
And I tell you what, that...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Finds his back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. It's caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. On the move, he fires. It's caught. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. To the air on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll send out the field goal unit to try to take the lead here before halftime. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pocket breaking down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Second down coming up. The play-action fake. Gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the air. A little release to the back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those
right down the gut of the field. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun. And this will be caught as they convert the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now on 3rd down for this offense. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle, it's Flowers.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Now the play fake. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They're going to run it. There he goes. Touchdown Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Flowers.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Stands in and takes the hit. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 45, on his way. Turning on the Jets. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll do it himself. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On the ground. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking for the score. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And they'll take a knee. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win.